Hey guys, it's that time. Pick a story where in one of the decks or all of the decks could be a story or a message for you. So what I like to do is to hold each deck up to the camera for you to see if it's resonating with you, starting with the deck number 1. Could your story or message be here in deck number 1? Or is it in deck number 2? Could your story or message be here in deck number 2? Or could it be deck number 3? Is your story or message here in deck number 3? All right, so I hope you have made your selection. We'll go ahead and begin with deck number 1. We have the Ten of Wands, the Tower, the Five of Cups, the Ace of Cups, the Four of Swords, overall energy, the King of Cups, the Two of Cups, and the Hierophant. All right, so I feel that in the past there was some sort of commitment. It could have been job related, could have been related to a relationship, but I feel like there was this commitment made. And it's like a lot of hard work went into like building this relationship, but it looks like there is something that causes everything to fall apart. So maybe you were committed to a project, a job, a person, whatever it is, and you put a lot of hard work into it. You were obligated, you felt obligated or dedicated to this, and now something may cause you to go in a different direction. It also feels like something could be revealed, and there's this disappointment following. I don't know, it just seems like you're having some sort of rude awakening. Seems like you're going to need time to regroup and figure some things out. It's like after dealing with something difficult, you're needing to process it. There may be something significant in regards to a water sign. Could be any sign, but especially a water sign, maybe Taurus. So in a job situation, it's possible that maybe you got a promotion and you were working really hard, and then maybe it turns out that the job itself was too much. It could either be someone quitting unexpectedly and then feeling guilt or feeling bad because they thought they could handle the job, or getting fired and then just still feeling guilty or bad about it. But I feel like there's hope. If you feel like some kind of failure, or if you feel like you made some sort of mistake, I feel that you shouldn't, beat yourself up about it, because there is some sort of renewal or some sort of new opportunity that's going to come out of it. Another thing I'm getting as far as a relationship, I feel that somebody might end up breaking up and they feel guilty about it because they put a lot of hard work into the relationship. They were really invested. And then something happens where maybe this person realizes that they don't want to be in a relationship anymore. Whether it's because they met someone else or they just realize that it's not in alignment with their values anymore. But it does seem like a breakup could come out of nowhere. And there's this guilt or this grief about it. I don't know who's doing the breaking up. I don't know if you decide that you are going to break up with somebody or somebody feels that way about you. But yeah, just happens out of nowhere. But I feel that, you know, something is meant to happen. If you're taking on too much of anything, more than you can handle, I kind of feel like things are going to fall apart. Maybe you feel like, you know, you're at your wit's end. You're like, that's the last straw. Something could be the last straw for somebody. Maybe somebody's been holding on or fighting for something, and then it's just like, that's it. That's too much. That's where I draw the line. And so it looks like some sort of crash or burnout. Now, I was also getting something about clues or someone trying to follow the clues. I don't know if you feel like you've been having to follow some sort of clues, or if you felt like you were being breadcrumbed. Whatever is going on, it just seems like there's going to be this big reveal. I did initially hear like hitting a brick wall. Maybe someone just feels like this is as far as I can go. I'm kind of feeling like, you know, there's going to be a loss of hope and then faith is going to be restored. I just feel like somebody feels like they need to start all over again. I feel like it's for the best, though. You might come to the conclusion that something has been like dead weight. It also just looks like something has been a burden. Maybe someone's been quietly carrying a burden and didn't want to share this information with anybody. This person felt like they had to do something alone. And when it's revealed what this person's been doing, I kind of feel like people are going to be like, you should have asked for help, or I would have been there for you. Like something's going on where somebody felt like they had to carry some sort of burden alone. Spiritually, I feel like a spirit might knock something over. Something that startles you. I kind of feel like there is a spirit that maybe is trying to get your attention. It also could be that you're intentionally trying to ignore or avoid some sort of messages that are being sent to you. but I kind of feel like something is being knocked over. And that's the spirit's way of communicating. You also may have some sort of premonition, or a premonition comes to pass. It also looks like something happens on social media that you missed, or you feel like you waited too late. You might feel like you missed an opportunity, but I feel like the opportunity wasn't missed, but now you might just have to wait for something. Now I'm also seeing something happening from a distance. It may be something going on TV. Something seems like partially propaganda, and something seems partially true. So it makes me feel like there's something significant that you may see on the news, or on TV, or on social media that is being blown out of proportion, or something is being manipulated, like something that you're seeing is being manipulated. Be careful who you send money to or try to help. Something could be a scam. There could be something significant in regards to an earth sign. Either an earth sign is missing you, or you're missing an earth sign, or an earth sign is feeling bad about something. Okay, so I feel like maybe someone is going to come out and apologize for something, or they're trying to do something that shows that they're sorry. It could also be that you come to some sort of realization, or somebody is coming into a realization about how they feel about you. Somebody has been isolated and grieving about something. You might not realize that you impacted someone's life in some way, shape, or form. And not just romantic, it could be anything. Yeah, I really feel like somebody is trying to come forward with an apology. It could be that someone is either making like a public apology. I'm also getting like some kind of indirect communication. So, for instance, if someone is posting something on social media and it feels like an indirect apology, like this message is for you, I feel like it gives you peace and also a sense of validation. Yeah. Feels like someone's also been carrying around some information for a while, or carrying some sort of burden. I feel like somebody is going to come clean, or they feel like they owe you an explanation. Even if this is something like pertaining to the company that you work for, there could be some sort of mass apology for something that happened. So I also feel that after it's revealed how someone feels about you, you're going to need time to process it. I feel like you're also questioning, though, whether or not someone is sincere. There could be some things that you're also wanting to talk about, but you can't right now. Maybe you have to keep something quiet, or you can't communicate about something for the time being. I kind of feel too like someone is being exposed, or like their mistake is being revealed or exposed, or something gets exposed by accident. I also feel that someone is going to be waiting for your response, especially if this is in regards to an apology. Like, I feel like somebody is apologizing for something, and then they're just kind of like waiting for your response. And you're like, I can't respond right now. Also, if you're just trying to manifest peace in general, I feel like you will have it. I feel like you also just need some sort of a mental break at the end of the day. Something has been a lot, and yeah, you need to rest. All right, so moving on to deck number 2. You have the King of Pentacles, the Four of Swords, Death, the Ace of Pentacles, the Queen of Wands, overall energy, the Ace of Wands, the Ten of Pentacles, and the Knight of Wands. All right, so I feel that there is like this new opportunity. And maybe you feel a sense of inspiration or renewal because you have stability in your life. Yeah, career-wise, I feel like maybe something's going on where you accepted some sort of job offer, or now you're starting to see the money, and you can, you know, save some and then you can take some and use it for fun. Like something's going on where you're able to kind of relax now because you feel fortunate. I also feel that you're going to be taking some of your savings and investing it into something, but you're going to have to wait and watch it grow. In a love relationship or a love situation, I feel like there are some things going on where maybe there's some changes happening to your relationship or your family. Now, it does look like something could be coming to an end. It could be that you as a couple are ending something, like maybe you're moving, or maybe you had a business together but you're deciding to let the business go or to sell the business. So as a couple, you guys could be experiencing something together, or it could potentially be a breakup or a separation after having been established for a while. I feel that somebody is going to need mental clarity or mental space. I'm not sure exactly what's happening, but I kind of feel like someone is needing to give it a rest. I feel like someone is also needing to prepare for what's next. I see like a new location, somebody I feel like is venturing out and going someplace new. It's possible that someone is having to sell off their things, or like having to sell everything, especially if someone is moving someplace far away and can't afford to bring everything from their old place with them. I feel like someone is having to give things away or sell it off and having to start new. Now, in regards to another situation, in regards to a relationship, someone could be approaching you who has just gotten out of a relationship. Just make sure that you're not a rebound, or if you're okay with just like having fun or some sort of fling, just be prepared. Make sure you're mentally healthy enough to handle a fling. Don't tell yourself you want that and you don't really want it. But for the most part, I feel like you're having an opportunity to start over or start fresh with something. Could be dealing with an earth sign, a fire sign, or a Scorpio. Seems like you're also having to go through some sort of a transformation. On a positive note, it could be something sexual. Something feels like a first. So maybe there is something very transformative about someone's sexual experience, whether they've never had an orgasm before and this person brings it out of you, or you gave someone their first orgasm, or something. I feel like something new in the sexual department could be going on as well. I see new seeds being planted. It's kind of like, let's start over here. So it also looks like you could receive some sort of inheritance. So I feel like if someone passed away, I feel like it already happened, but now you're receiving the inheritance for it. I heard the name Marcel for someone. Yeah, there's definitely something that is coming to an end. There's a chapter closing. You could be closing a chapter with an earth sign, especially. And like I said, if someone is coming into your life, I feel like they have just gotten out of a divorce or a long-term living situation. So be prepared to deal with whatever emotional baggage this person comes with. And they do come with some sort of abandonment issues or emotional insecurities. And you would need the patience to nurture this relationship. Not this person, but the relationship itself. I'm not saying that you're babysitting somebody. I'm just saying that the relationship is just kind of new and it needs nurturing. If this is about starting like a new job, if you've been somewhere for a long time or been in the same field, your next job might be something very new and you're having to learn something all over again. If you are intuitive or you have like dreams, I feel like maybe someone's been trying to communicate or relay a message to you in a dream, but they've been doing it over and over again, or trying different ways to appear to you in a dream. But someone's been trying to give you a message over and over again. If someone is trying to manifest you or, communicate with you telepathically, I kind of feel like they've been doing something over and over again. Unless this is you trying to communicate with someone, send some sort of signals to this person. But I'm getting something like emotional communication. Now something's also going on where I feel that you're needing to make a decision, but you're torn, and you're also afraid of making the same mistake or making a mistake in general. I feel like you're afraid. If you're having to start something over again, I feel like you're nervous about it. Something is having to make you come out of your comfort zone. I just feel like you're getting ready to experience something kind of new. And you're replaying something in your head or rehearsing, or it's something that's going on. It's looping in your mind. Now you also could have like a song on repeat that's making you emotional. I'm getting something about family and ancestors. Definitely feels like somebody has returned to the ancestors, and maybe this person is like trying to leave behind a legacy, or maybe you feel the need to carry on someone's legacy. Now, health-wise, I feel that someone maybe is needing to pay attention to something, like something maybe trying to get your attention from your health, like maybe something stopped working or something stopped functioning. So health-wise, I feel like maybe you're needing to, make sure that you're healthy and going to the doctor and getting some sort of checkup. Something could be hereditary. Something could run in a family, and it's kind of like maybe waking up or being activated at this time. I don't want to scare anybody, but it does seem like someone maybe needs to get something checked out that is health related. I feel like you're going to get some seed money for something. If you've been trying to start a business and you're worried about like how you're going to start this business, I feel like you're going to receive some sort of seed money. I see something blossoming and growing. And I feel like you're also going to be successful once you start over. or start on this new journey. If you're starting over in life, and it doesn't matter what area it is, I just feel like you're headed towards success. I feel like an investment is also going to pay off. If it's someplace that you've been wanting to go or travel, I feel like an opportunity opens up so that you're able to do so. Whether someone pays for you to travel or you receive the money in your own hands, but something is making it possible for you to do this. Definitely seem to be manifesting something, or your manifestation starts gaining momentum. Maybe initially you had started to lose hope because you felt like something wasn't happening. It was just like crickets, and then all of a sudden you start to see the fruits of your labor, or feel like your patience is paying off. Okay, it's funny, we were talking about attraction spells yesterday, but I feel like someone is like using some sort of attraction spell. It doesn't have to be for love, though. It could be attracting money or attracting the type of life that they want, but it does look like somebody is using an attraction spell. Yeah. An attraction spell, I'm not talking about like trying to make somebody attracted to you, just more so like being ready for love. And it's just like, okay, now that I'm ready for love, I've cut cords, I've healed from my past, now I want to attract somebody in my life that's for me. So you just kind of like use some sort of love spell that will bring potential candidates forward. You might initially create some sort of a barrier between you and a love interest, maybe because you don't fully trust them or people in general. So I feel like maybe you create some sort of a boundary for yourself. And you feel like if somebody is the real deal, then they'll figure out a way to get to you. I also feel that someone could be pursuing a fire sign, or a fire sign is maybe pursuing you. So another thing I was getting, if you pull cards, you're trying to get a reading on a fire sign. It could be anybody, but especially a fire sign. I feel that there's a barrier, there's a protection barrier. Like, you can't find out too much information about this person. Even if your intentions are good, I just kind of feel like there's a protection barrier around this person. Also, this is maybe someone who does not want their energy read. Yeah. I feel too like you have someone that takes up for you that you're unaware of. Someone like speaks highly of you. All right, so let's see what messages there are for those of you that picked up number 3. You have the Hierophant, the Page of Wands, the 8 of Wands, the 10 of Cups, the Ace of Wheel, overall energy, Ace of Cups, 4 of Swords, and the Page of Cups. All right, so overall energies. Seems that you are in a peaceful state of mind. I feel like you're having a much needed break. I also feel that you're being prepared for some sort of new opportunity or a new beginning. Your dreams may have revealed certain things to you as well. I feel like you're going through, or you've gone through, some sort of purification. Your energy is feeling healed. I feel like there is this healthy energy around you. In a love department, someone who's been thinking about you is going to make it known that they've been thinking about you or that they care about you. And I feel like this person, I don't feel like you've been in a relationship. It seems like there's this curiosity about being together. This is something new. And I also feel like there may be an age gap, but someone is mature for their age. I feel like there is going to be like a lot of communication. Something starts off very small just to kind of like fill out your energy. And then I feel like there's going to be this level of comfort where both of you are just like engaging in conversation. But it feels more so like it starts off through messaging. Still, it could be over the phone, but I feel like this is more so something that's being done through messaging first. And there's back and forth, and I feel like you guys are developing some sort of bond or connection with each other. And something could blossom very quickly. Matter of fact, yeah, it does look like a relationship starts off kind of subtle, and then it just like moves very quickly. And the next thing, you guys are committed to each other and maybe talking about moving in together, or maybe someone does end up pregnant, depending on, of course, whose story this is. But there definitely could be a pregnancy or expansion happening. If it's not a pregnancy, it can still indicate like someone has a child, and so you become like an instant family, or you have a child or children, and so by the two of you falling in love and wanting to be like a single family unit, everybody's just coming together and it's just like an instant family. But it does look like something is being solidified. I feel that something is more than just hopes and dreams. I feel like, you know, it's materializing. Someone's hopes and dreams are materializing. And it looks like a solid foundation is being established. It looks like a solid commitment. So there's a strong possibility that a relationship could be in the works. Or maybe this relationship has already started and all of a sudden you guys just start to become more and more serious with each other. But there's a commitment here. Excuse me. If this is career related, it still seems like good news. I feel like maybe there was something that you gave birth to and it's taking off really quickly career-wise, whether it's you starting your own business or shortly after you get hired or shortly after a promotion. It's like something just starts to take off very quickly. And I feel like you have like your career or your job maybe seems like family in a sense. Maybe you've grown close to the people that you work with. I feel that career-wise, you're also getting a sense of you also have like a sense of community, and it seems like wish fulfillment as well. Like something is definitely like dreams coming true. Something else I was trying to pick up on in regards to career. Oh yeah, just that it'll be emotionally fulfilling. Like maybe you feel like you're doing what you love and it's like you've been waiting for this. You've been waiting to do something that you love. You've been waiting to do something that you care about. Something that you could be passionate about. Get your hands dirty and then get paid for it. So I feel like there are some good things developing for you in career and or relationships. I see you also getting some sort of respect or recognition. It kind of seems like your status is at the highest point where everybody kind of like recognizes your work or you. Yeah, it's saying something about the pinnacle of something, and it's funny because I feel like, you know, it's talking about like an actual pinnacle here, pinnacle of success. Just feels like good things are unfolding. Could be dealing with any sign, but they could have water, fire, or they could be Taurus. Okay, now, I do feel like once you agree to something, it's like you're locked in. It's like you're locked in. So if you accept this opportunity, whatever it is, or this invitation, it's like you're locked into it. If this is about relationships, somebody is like, okay, like once we're together, like I'm very territorial. And so this person is like letting you know that you're going to belong to them, that like they're very possessive. Maybe that's your love language. If you got Scorpio placements, that's not a problem for you. But, you know, I do feel like someone wants this to work and they're just like, I'm forever, I'm long term. Somebody is like, I don't believe in divorce. It also could be that you're put in a situation where it has to be forever. Like I said, if somebody ends up having a baby, like that's forever. What else? Yeah, I mean, it's just like a forever situation. This is this person's mentality. This is someone who takes relationships very serious. But, you know, the only downside is that, yes, they can become very possessive, and they're old fashioned and they hold on to their values. They are a little difficult a little rigid when it comes to their beliefs. So you guys are going to have to figure out a way to work around that. I do feel like someone is also being sworn in or taking some sort of an oath. So going back to being invited to something, I don't know what it is, but you could be invited to join some sort of group or organization. And this organization is very by the books, very traditional. And it's just like, okay, if you join this group or organization, you're agreeing to abide by our rules and regulations. And we watch, we do keep tabs. Like something does feel very eyes wide shut. So I don't know who that message is for, but I do feel like someone has an invitation to that society. It also could be something political, like if somebody signs up for the army, it's like, okay, we own you now, just so you know, like your signature means that we own you. So we can use you how we need to, and we might be going to war, you know, so it could be something political. Even so, it sounds like scary, like somebody, I'm telling you, like somebody like really loves this and they feel like this is what I always wanted. So it's giving somebody a sense of family or emotional fulfillment. Especially that would make sense if someone didn't have too much of a family and then they joined the army. It's like that's your family now. Yeah, so I feel like you're gonna have a sense of belonging. You're gonna feel like this is my community, this is my family. Now, I still feel that you should set boundaries no matter what, because your boundaries are going to be tested. Someone might be considering having like a landscaping business. Something is requiring your courage, especially as you move into a new chapter of your life. Also, if you needed closure with an earth sign or a fire sign, I feel like you're going to have that closure. Okay, now I also see you blocking somebody. Something's going on where you're blocking someone, or maybe you are being blocked. The other thing is that if someone has just entered a commitment, someone is going to try and test that commitment. And I feel like that person will be blocked. So if you are just entering a relationship, either you or your partner is going to be tested. Somebody's going to be flirting with one or the other, and they will be blocked. Another thing, if you enter into a relationship, it's not just you and that person, it's you and their entire family. And there is kind of like, you're one of us now. So the family is like a gang. There could be travel or relocation. Going back to a relationship, I feel that either someone is uprooting to live with you, or you are uprooting to live with them. Career-wise, I feel like somebody would either be traveling or have to relocate for this new lifestyle. Now, also speaking of the things that are going on in the world, there could be opportunities for people to leave their country, or to either give up their citizenship or have like a dual citizenship. And I do feel like someone is going to take that opportunity. So if you've been thinking about leaving your country, there is a strong possibility that there's a nice opportunity for you to relocate. Some places give you citizenship just by blood. Like if you find out that you have, bloodlines in certain countries, you can get that citizenship. I don't know which countries do it. The only one I can think of offhand is Ireland. But I feel like somebody's going to take advantage of relocating. Yeah. Might have to do some research to see what's best for your lifestyle. But yeah, I feel like there's a strong possibility that someone's going to relocate. Especially if they're invited to a particular country. I think, I forget which places in Africa that were offering citizenship. And I am hearing something about motherland. But motherland can be anywhere where your DNA is traced back to. So there's also something going on where I see you getting a lot of support from friends and family, or being surrounded by people that you love. You also might for a split second feel like something is too good to be true, but you just had to convince yourself to sit back and enjoy it, enjoy the moment. Someone might visit you in a dream and have like this good news for you. Yeah. I feel like something also just kind of hits you, or it suddenly makes sense. something that may have been shared with you a while back, and now it makes sense. In regards to twin flame theories, I also feel like something significant might happen, like you come to the realization, or you have some sort of different understanding in regards to twin flames. Somebody might dream about a pregnancy before it happens. Seems too like in general there's a lot of exciting things happening. I feel like you're also going to find yourself very busy the next coming weeks. You also might find yourself being very creative or passionate. I feel like there is a fire inside of you. Something's being ignited, and you know you're excited about living life. Feels like you're also just like making plans. All of a sudden you're just like, oh, what do I do? Like, it's so much to do. And in a sense it's kind of scary, only because things are happening so quickly and you can't believe it's happening. But it is. But I feel like somebody's like, somebody pinch me, because I have to be dreaming. Like, this is, I can't believe this. Yeah. So those are about all the messages that I'm getting for you guys. Hopefully some things resonated. Feel free to leave your feedback. Thank you guys for watching. Sending you love and grace.